Okay, let's go. That's right. What time is it?
Welcome back to 120 Seconds. For the next 3 episodes, I'm going to do my review of 2022. These are my favorite releases that are not Psychopathic or MNE that I am recommending to all of you that you should check out. So starting right away with Baseline Cavi from Trizz. So Trizz, as a lyricist, is from the Brother Lynch Hung tree, so he's got a very similar tone and flow to Brother Lynch Hung, but he's not doing any horrorcore on this one. He got together with Seven, Mike Summers, to make a classic G-Funk sounding West Coast album. So I highly recommend it if you're into that old school West Coast G-Funk sound. King Crooked and Joell Ortiz were 2 members of the group Slaughterhouse that has now broken up. These 2 got together to make the rise and fall of Slaughterhouse, kind of a tell-all for what happened, and it's a fantastic listen if you're into gritty hip-hop. The band Horror, which is HO9909, they've played The Gathering a couple times. Their live shows are amazing. They will take, punk, industrial, metal, and mash it up with hip hop and horrorcore, and it's awesome. I love it. Sometimes all those things will get combined into one song. So their album is called Skin from 2022. Definitely among my top listens. Highly recommended. Another highly recommended album is Violent Art by Insane Poetry. Insane Poetry is a legend in the horrorcore scene and one of the best lyricists ever. And yes, I'm saying best lyricist ever for whoever has some sort of argument about that. Yes, I'm putting him up there with the Method Mans and whoever else you want to name of the world. I'm not saying those guys suck. I'm saying he's just as good as them. So if you're into horrorcore and you're into top level lyricism, it's my opinion that if you're not listening to Insane Poetry, then you're sleeping, because he is dope. He's been doing it for a really long time. Highly recommend Violent Art. The last album that I'm going to list this time around is among my top 3 for the year, which is The Sematary 2 by Shy One. He goes by XShy361X if you search for him on Spotify or iTunes, but that's a legal thing. He still is just Shy One. Been around for a long time, making classic Mystic Styles era sounding 3-6 Mafia horrorcore stuff. And if you're not familiar with who else might be doing that sort of sound, Suicide Boys and Ghostmane both also do that sort of sound. So it is my opinion that if you are not listening to Shy One and you're a fan of Suicide Boys or Ghostmane, you're doing yourself a disservice, because Shy One is just as dope as those guys. And Sematary 2, which came out this year, his newest work, and it's actually a mashup with Sematary 1, so you get to listen to both EPs back to back as one solid album. Highly recommend it if you're into that sound. So again, episodes 2 and 3 of my 2022 year in review coming up shortly. Thanks a lot, everybody.